Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. My name's Nathan, and I'm here with Dave.
Hello.
Dave, I got to play Soulcalibur VI today.
Yeah, and you only had eyes for one man.
Oh, well, two men, to be fair to me.
No, it's only because you picked Mitsurugi before you realised Geralt was in the bill.
It's like running into my ex and deciding to have a chat with her and then seeing the girl that I really love across the room.
Well, it didn't stop you from beating Geralt up to begin with.
No, well, I had to have a bit of a fling with Mitsurugi because we go back.
Yeah.
We were playing with arcade sticks, and I've got to confess to being a PlayStation 4 controller player. And you know, I don't feel too bad about that because I've seen professional players who use controllers. But we only had sticks available today.
Did you just compare yourself to a professional player?
No, I'm just saying if the professional players can get away with it, then you know, a big-handed idiot like me can also. But so I'm not basically I'm not very good with a stick. I'm not very good with the controller either, but at least I know some more moves. So gameplay is a bit stilted with Mitsurugi here, but it was lovely to be back being Mitsurugi. Both of these characters, they're quite inspired by sort of samurai tales, Yojimbo, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Nice to see them both, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Give Geralt a good kick in the groin. That's what he deserves.
It's a good honourable finish there.
So what we're going to see, Geralt's like the main focus of this video, because obviously he is the star guest for Soulcalibur VI.
That's true.
And here we are in Kaer Morhen, which is his lovely castle. I say lovely, it's got some holes in it, especially after what I did to it in The Witcher 3. And that is the new stage. You get some lovely Geralt music as well.
Yeah.
You've played loads of The Witcher 3 as well, haven't you, Dave?
I have, yes, but I haven't put any holes in Kaer Morhen yet, so that's a bit of a spoiler for me.
Well, there are some anyway. It's falling apart.
That's true.
But there is a level where you go there and you can kind of patch it up a little bit.
Okay.
You should carry on playing. The Witcher 3 is really good. I mean, don't get me started on that either.
I'm trying not to, but it is a bit of a problem when Geralt is constantly on screen.
He's right.
He got his own back on you there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I mean, in my head, I was like, I'm letting him win, so just so that we can see him win
for capture purposes. I didn't realise how tall he was, or maybe Mitsurugi's not that tall. But
I think Geralt's just very striking.
He cuts a fine figure on the battlefield. He
does.
I like that you get to see his the signs when he uses them. I think that was Igni.
It was Igni, yeah. He does other ones as well. Not that I brought them all out in gameplay, because I'm going to talk about some of the stuff which is specific to Soulcalibur VI now, some of the kind of special moves and stuff. And those signs come out in those kind of special bits of play. So there have increasingly been in Soulcalibur, in various Soulcaliburs over the years, kind of new special moves over and above, you know, just timing or parries or whatever. Critical Edge is kind of a special attack which is back this time. Really cinematic way of dealing a lot of damage, and it's put in there as a kind of a leveler. You know, it's not one of the things where it's like really intricate button inputs, and it's a way for to make it accessible to maybe even new players. To you know, to go off the deep end and do like a massive move.
It's a simple way of doing quite a lot of damage, basically, right? You don't have to remember crazy button inputs.
Exactly, yeah. And if you want, and I think that they're often consistent over characters as well, so you don't need to worry about learning loads of different inputs for different characters. What's new, and I've not 100% got to grips with this mechanic yet.
I think we just saw one.
Reversal Edge, yeah, we did. And Reversal Edge is where you activate it. This is me playing as Geralt versus Ivy. You activate it, and you go into a kind of a slow-mo mechanic, and then it kind of triggers like a rock paper scissors scenario.
Yeah.
And you basically, I can't remember what it's like. Vertical beats.
I'm pretty sure vertical beats horizontal, horizontal beats melee, and melee beats vertical.
And so and depending on which one you choose, even if you're the one who's instigated the Reversal Edge, you can lose.
You can.
So it looks like it's cool. It kind of, you know, it slows the fight down, and it gives you a kind of a moment of what's going to happen. But in terms of just, you know, definitely wanting to win, maybe not the best tactic.
Maybe not, but I guess there is a big sort of psychological edge to it. There's probably, you know, I can imagine people getting quite deep and sort of learning, you know, maybe how people. I wonder how much time you have to think about what you do, or how much of it will just be like, oh, I've pressed horizontal.
And if you use the same, I mean, there is a reason that rock paper scissors has been such a successful game over the years, you know?
Man, I love rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, why are we
can't
even talking
begin to
about
tell you.
Soulcalibur 6? We could be
I
playing
know.
rock, paper,
Well, that's
scissors
very-
right now.
Well, now you get to play
Well, we've got a
both.
spare hand, Dave. No, let's not.
Now we get to play both because it's in a way it's in Soulcalibur 6.
It is, yeah.
In
They should put it on the box featuring
reversal
rock, paper,
edge.
scissors. Also, Soul Charge is back. I don't have that with me, Igni and Ivy right in the face. We don't have any capture of Soul Charge because I tell you what, Dave, I didn't realise it was in the game until I saw a presentation after we played it.
Yeah.
That is where you build up. You see the meters which are underneath the timer there. That can be activated and it will trigger an entirely new state where kind of different moves are available. I think the last time I had a serious play with this, I believe, was in Soulcalibur 3. So
Right.
it's been around, but it hasn't been in every iteration as far as I'm aware. Yeah, unlocks new moves, and I saw an example in the presentation where Killick got very angry and a bit evil, and Killick is the focus of the story as has been revealed to me so far.
Okay.
The story is very much the rhetoric around the narrative of every Soulcalibur is, you know, it's an eternal tale of two swords, retold endlessly through history, which I think is a way for them to say we are simply going to tell the same story over and over again. The story is that one of the swords is a bit evil, Dave.
Geralt's got two swords, Nate.
That is true.
Coincidence?
Yeah, one silver one, one steel one. Do you know why?
One's for humans and one's for monsters.
That's exactly right, Dave.
I
Just
don't know.
like
I don't
me.
think that does relate to Soulcalibur.
Absolutely not. No. Except in the broadest way that there's a duality to it. In
Speaking of
some
two swords,
Yes.
I got involved in this. I played as Siegfried,
form. Yeah, you did.
who's
This is me versus Dave. You're seeing right now.
who I remember from the very first Soulcalibur,
Yeah,
whose sword is the size of about 4 swords.
that's very true. Yeah,
Doesn't
it's
necessarily mean
massive.
give him much of an advantage, though, as I found out.
It's quite heavy, isn't it?
It is quite heavy.
That was the reversal edge.
Yes, it was.
And
So it's
I-
like a big kind of,
Showdown.
not set piece, but like, you know when you're doing it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And it's time slows. You get a moment to think which button you're going to hit, and then it happens.
Give you a
And
good old
we had a
spin
couple of
through
those.
the-
I think there's a few of them in this matchup,
Yeah.
which is good.
I do. I mean, I've never played as Geralt before, and there is an accessibility to Soulcalibur 6, which I did enjoy. I was able to pull off some satisfying moves and just feel the timing of it. I did not get that. You need a couple of hours, don't you, before you really feel
Easily, yeah.
like you're, blocking. You've got the rhythm down. You're coming with throws. You're ducking at the right time. You're dodging horizontal blows and stuff. Sidestepping the vertical ones. That's just a hold move. I wanted to see what his hold moves were like. That was one of them. That is a bit of Igni again.
Yeah,
Found out the buttons for that. Just kept using it.
I see.
Quite lazy.
You could have told me.
So we're playing best of 3 rounds, right?
Yes, we are. Well, no, first to 3. It's not best of 3.
No. First to 3, best of 5. And I tell you what, Dave, I thought I was onto a good thing. You know?
Well, so did I. And again, like, I don't know how to use. I can see that now. That I've got that bar is charged and ready to go.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you're not going to see it unleashed because I'm terrible at all beat 'em ups, and I didn't realise that was a thing.
Swollen. Well,
Yeah.
this was
Oh,
our
actually, that was it. Well, I think I just used a soul charge, but didn't really make the most of it. I think, did you just reverse like a
that was
critical
a reverse,
edge?
Yeah, that was a reverse edge, but then I didn't press a button, just ran straight
Oh,
into
this
you.
is a reversal
then we
edge,
did it again, and
Which
you won.
I won.
Crikey. So they have made it so that there are plenty of different ways to kind of interrupt, slow things down, make big moves kind of erupt. Very cinematic.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think so. I did enjoy those moments actually, and you're right. Like, I mean, I'm basically a complete beginner. You'll be surprised to find, and I was still able to pull off some very pleasing things, visually. Like, it's good to. I think for complete beginners, it is good to have those moments in there so that you can kind of hang on to something and keep up with people who are better than you, basically.
Yeah, no, I
Just
agree.
one more hit. Just one more. There we
You've gone
go.
in cheap there, I see.
Well,
I see.
I seem to remember you kicking Geralt with Mitsurugi, so I'm not going to worry about it too much.
Yeah, but Mitsurugi's got a good kick. I've always liked Mitsurugi's kick. He's got a sweet kick, which is really nice. Shut up.
So this is it, Nate. This
The
is
decider.
This is the decider, and now you've got a fully charged bar, which we're not. That is, I mean, speaking of cheap, That was
sidestep.
horrible.
Hey, that's a throw from behind. They're quite hard to do, sort of.
Yeah, well, you've made it look easy, and in fact, you've made that whole final round look easy.
I think that
with
might be the
perfect.
thumbnail right there. The perfect with
That gives it away.
with Igni coming up. That's true. That is true. But it looks cool though.
Yeah.
There we go. Geralt wins. Something which he always does in my heart, Dave.
Okay.
So that is our first look. Not our first look, but it's our first look at Geralt in Soulcalibur VI, which is coming to PlayStation 4 this October, which I'm very excited about. Let us know in the comments what you think of this video and the game. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Stay tuned to PlayStation Access. We've got loads more coming up.